Mafia Bikes.
When I'm feeling your love, it's like a wind that blows. I can't give up and I can't let go. I won't give up, I won't lose. When I'm broken down and I'm bruised.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today this is going to be quite a different video because I was pretty annoyed at this time. So let's get into it. So guys, let's start with what happened. So, as you know, and as most of the viewers of my channel know, I own a Mafia Bikes Cush 2 Plus in the blue colour. You would have seen it in the unboxing video and most of the GoPro journeys and all the bike rides I've done, BMX bingo, all that. It's all in there. So when I got the bike, I took the camo seat off because it was quite ugly, and I put that seat on. Now, so I had changed one part of the bike. Now, as you know, I build up all these bikes. My race bike, everything. I'm not a bike mechanic, but I know how to build a bike. So, I was out on a bike ride around my local town, and I hear a snap. Like when I go to pedal on my right foot, and I hear like a crack, and I look down and go, that's a bit weird. But I checked it out, and it was all fine from the left side. And further on to the ride, this was about half an hour into the ride maybe, just going around my local town. Because we're in lockdown, I get the hour out. So that was half an hour into the ride. Now, as I said, I went to pedal and I heard a crack, checked it out, saw nothing. Kept riding, the crank then became loose off the bike. Now, me looking down and going, and the chain is coming off the sprocket of the back wheel and going onto the chain ring. And the chain ring's not straight. So I stop, check it out, the crank is loose, then I see that the bolt is not actually there. So I think, like the crank bolt, so on the drive side. So I'm thinking, okay, I might actually have to buy a new crank bolt, but that's alright. So then I'm literally limping it home, I'm rolling, I'm walking and rolling. I'm not even, I'm slowly getting home because the ride's done, the bike's broke, so what else am I supposed to do? So then I'm going down this path, and there's people, it's a bus stop coming up, and there's people at the bus stop. Now, because of the quarantine and everything and lockdown, I went into the bus lane. I checked there was a bus, no bus, and then went in the bus lane to avoid them. Now, I'm limping home, slowly pedalling, and the chain slips off of the crank arm because obviously there's no crank bolt holding it on. When I check this out again, so I check it out, and the crank bolt is actually snapped off when I've gone to just pedal. And I'm thinking, how the hell is a bike bolt, a metal bike bolt, snapped off just by me using the bike as you're supposed to pedal? So I'm in the bus lane and I'm pedaling. I go to pedal, the chain comes off the thing. I hit the deck, obviously, because if you've ever had a chain snap on you or anything, you just go down because all your weight's forward or onto the pedals and you just go down. So that is why my hands are all messed up here. I'm not going to put pictures on when I actually did it because there was a lot of blood, because that's when you crash, that's where you land. So yeah, the bolt went down, the bike went left, I went down to my hands like that, scraped up my knee, and it proper hurt. So I had to get someone to come pick me up because I couldn't actually ride off after that. I was nearly home anyway, but yeah, my knee and my hands were proper bleeding out, so I couldn't get home. So I had to get someone to come pick me up, and then before they got there, I met them somewhere, chucked the bike down, the crank fell off because there was no crank bolt, and yeah, so I've always backed up Mafia Bikes. Everyone's always gone on about Mafia Bikes and said they're whatever, cheap, bad customer service, whatever. Now, I've had a couple experiences where the customer service hasn't been amazing, but they're all right. They've been all right. And everybody's been saying, everyone always says about how they make the bikes cheaply or whatever, and I've never had a problem, except for when the sprocket and the cassette broke on my Blackjack, but I got it fixed, and that might have just been a normal. I just presumed it was a normal bike problem, bike breakage, bike fault. So yeah, so that up until this point, I've backed up Mafia Bikes. Now, I've calmed down. I've had days to calm down. And this situation, I got hurt, and my hands have been like this for like a week, and I haven't been able to go on a bike ride because I can't hold the bike, and the bike's broken. So yeah, so Mafia have got another crank axle. They've got an axle and a crank bolt getting sent to me after much deliberation, because they didn't want to accept that the bolt was tight. Or, you know, they wanted to blame me because obviously they didn't want to blame themselves. So yeah, I've always backed up Mafia Bikes. Now this situation, obviously, because I got hurt and I was so annoyed at the time, and ever since I've gone off Mafia Bikes now. I mean, when the bike breaks and not for user error, and when a bolt snaps off the bike, and it's not me, I haven't done anything to the bike. The bolt was tight, everything was in order. I always check the bike before I go, because why would I leave it loose and risk this? So when I fall off a bike, it's normally my fault. But this was the one time it hasn't actually been my fault. When the crank bolt takes off, it's like a bolt snaps off of the bike, and like, what am I supposed to do? So yeah, I've got a new axle being sent to me. I'm gonna still ride the Mafia Bikes when I get it when I fix it up. But yeah, that was just a story of what my hands have done and what my feelings on Mafia Bike are now. So guys, that was the story, and this has been quite a sad video, so I don't want to end it on that sad. So I've got one of these. So you might be thinking, what the heck, Jack? What is that? What have you just got? Now we are going to end it on a better note, because I don't want to leave a video this sad. So if you like the video, click the like button. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more positive videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey! I'll see you next video. Bye! This is a mistake. Oh no! This is a lot of mess. What? Why did I do that? It's gone everywhere. No.
Cause it's been a hard week, baby, and I want to try something